Hi and welcome to my channel. So soup season is in full swing in my household, and I've got soup in my fridge, I've got soup in my freezer, and I even got some sitting on the stove right now. I love how versatile soup is, as you can have it as a main dish or as a side dish. And on top of that, some of these soups you can have chilled straight from the fridge and you don't even have to heat it up. I love making soup in large batches and then freezing them in individual containers. That way I can have pretty much a different soup every day for the month. If you're interested in learning how to freeze soups, I do have a video on freezer meals where I cover that. I have that link down below if you would like to learn more. So today I'll be sharing with you my 3 favorite soups at the moment. They're my roasted garlic and cauliflower soup, roasted garlic bacon and white bean soup, and honey roasted parsnip soup. They're all dairy-free, but if you want, you can always add a splash of cream to it at the very end. In order to make my soup smooth and creamy, I use my blender to do that. If you don't have one, you can always use one of those immersion stick blenders. And just remember, if you're using a blender, make sure you have a way for it to release some steam because you are blending up hot soup. I usually just take out the top bit of my Vitamix lid and then put a damp paper towel on top so I don't get any hot soup splashed on me. And with that out of the way, let's get started. For the roasted garlic and cauliflower soup, start by adding 4 cups of cauliflower to a lined sheet pan and coat with olive oil and salt. Then cut off the tops of 2 to 3 garlic bulbs and drizzle a bit of olive oil on top and then wrap it up in tin foil. Roast the cauliflower in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes and the garlic for 40 to 60 minutes. Once that's done, in a heavy bottom pot over medium heat, add in 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 cut up onion, and 3 cut up shallots, and then saute for 2 to 3 minutes or until everything has softened. Then add in the roasted garlic cloves, saute, and then add in the roasted cauliflower, and then 5 cups of vegetable stock, and then salt to taste. Bring everything up to a boil while stirring every so often before lowering the heat to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. When ready, use an immersion blender or regular blender to blend the soup up until it is smooth. For the roasted garlic, white bean, and bacon soup, start off by cutting off the top of the garlic bulbs, drizzle on a bit of olive oil, and then wrapping it up in tin foil. Roast in a 400-degree oven for 40 to 60 minutes. When cool to touch, remove the garlic cloves from the skin and set aside. Then, in a heavy bottom pot over medium heat, add in your 3 strips of bacon that you've cut up and then saute them for 2 to 3 minutes. Then, add in 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 chopped onion and saute until softened. Add in a splash of vegetable stock to deglaze the pan before adding in the roasted garlic cloves, 3 cups of white beans, and the 5 cups of vegetable stock. If you're looking on how to cook white beans from dried, I've linked the video down below. Add in salt and pepper to taste. Stir and bring your pot to a boil before lowering the heat to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. When ready, use an immersion blender or a regular blender to blend the soup until smooth. Serve with some crispy bacon as garnish if you desire. And finally, for the honey roasted parsnip soup, start by peeling 2 pounds of parsnips and roughly cutting them into 6 similar sized pieces. Toss your parsnip with olive oil and salt and roast for 20 minutes in a 40-degree oven. Remove the parsnips from the oven and drizzle 3 tablespoons of honey on top and mix, making sure to flip the parsnips over and roast for another 15 to 20 minutes or until golden. Set aside when done. In a heavy bottom pot over medium heat, add in 3 strips of cut up bacon and saute them for 2 to 3 minutes. Add in 1 tablespoon butter and then 1 chopped onion and saute until softened before adding in 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Saute for another minute. Add in a splash of vegetable stock to deglaze the pot before adding in the roasted parsnips and 5 cups of vegetable stock. Stir and bring it to a boil before lowering the heat to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. When ready, use an immersion blender or regular blender to blend the soup until smooth. When done, I serve mine with croutons, some crispy bacon, and pea shoots. And there you have it, 3 of my favorite soups right now. And again, they're all dairy-free and freezer-friendly. And as a reminder, if you're looking for the printable versions of the recipes, you can find that link down below in the description box. And if you found this video to be helpful, I really would appreciate it if you clicked on the like button and subscribe for new videos weekly. And I would love to hear from you. If you have a favorite of the 3, let me know which one it is down in the comment section. Until next time, bye! So I'd like to add that right now I'm actually shamelessly trying to convince my partner that we need an extra stand-up freezer in the basement so I can have more room for freezer soups. I mean, it's soup, what's there not to love?